China deploys 12,000 troops to Pangong Tso Lake, and China readies its bombers and militaries to the second highest level. India dares no one can stop India, and the Quad countries to meet and discuss about China's situations. China is believed to have brought forward more troops in the past week along the line of actual control in the Ladakh region, taking its total troop deployment to approximately 52,000. Of these, 10,000 troops have been deployed on the southern bank of the Pangong Tso that was witnessed hectic military activities since a maneuver of August 29-30th. Chinese troops on the country's disputed border with India raised their combat readiness to the second highest possible, but the alert was lowered after the meeting of the nation's foreign ministers. The increase to the second level meant more weapons and more troops were deployed to the front line, and the training exercises were ramped up for the commanders, officers, and soldiers, a military source told to the South China Morning Post. Defense Minister of India Mr. Rajnath Singh told on his parliamentary speech Thursday that India will not back down from taking any big and tough steps in its interest, and that there will be no change in traditional and well-defined patrolling patterns of Indian soldiers along the line of actual control in the Ladakh. He also said, no power in the world can stop Indian soldiers from patrolling. Meanwhile, the satellite images published in the latest issue of the Canadian military magazine Canva Defense Review appear to show a buildup of PLA troops and military installations along the Pangong Tso Valley in the disputed region. The PLA's JH-7 bombers at frontline airports are loaded with weapons, indicating they are ready for action, and one of the obvious signs the border air force is under second-level combat readiness, said Andrea Chang, the magazine's editor-in-chief. He also said he is afraid that the confrontation might become a regular thing and turn the LAC into another Kashmir. On the other side, the United States, India, Australia, and Japan are in the conversation to decide the venue and the date of the Quad security dialogue next month, which will be followed by the 2+2 dialogue between India and the US. As of now, Japan is an option for the Quad dialogue, or both the Quad 2+2 dialogues could be held back-to-back in New Delhi next month. For the 2+2 dialogue, the Defense Minister of India, Mr. Rajnath Singh, will join the US Secretary of Defense Mark Esper in New Delhi. Given the fact that the People's Liberation Army is dragging its feet on the total disengagement from the Ladakh sector, it is quite obvious that the Chinese aggression in the western sector in May 2020 will be a hot topic for the discussion for both the Quad dialogue and the 2+2. So what do you think of China deploying more than 12,000 troops to Pangong Tso Lake and raise its military and bombers to the highest level, while India wants China and the Quad countries to meet and discuss the Chinese situations? China refuses to move back from the Ladakh in the India-China border. India has been hacked in all platforms, which many are not aware of. India wants Pakistan for its work in the POK. As we said before, China didn't move fully out of Indian territory. Now the details came in as the China is refusing to move back from Finger 4 area. Indian Army is now on high alert as this may escalate or diffuse in East Ladakh border area. Indian Defense Minister Mr. Rajnath Singh visited Ladakh yesterday and today of July 17 and 18. Notably, the 14-hour talk failed clearly between India and China. According to the Indian news media, the Z News, China refuses to move out from the Finger 4 area strongly. Indian Army with 60,000 troops now put into high alert to stop the Chinese incursion inside Indian territory all its air force and land force ready to be deployed. India to take decision what's the next step to back off China with talks or with military power. A Singapore-based cyber threat intelligence firm, Cyfirm Research, said China's hackers are targeting and hacking Indian entities like the Defense Ministry, Reliance Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, BSNL, Micromax, Cipla, Sun Pharma, MRF and L&T, according to past reports. We also found that some of the telecom companies were facing issues from past 10 days after 59 Chinese apps were banned, which looked like Indian telecom companies struggling on hacking so that the consumers and the customers were facing issues on the tower connectivity and on call and the internet connections. This hacking might be targeting to spy and to leak trade secrets and Indian secrets. Mostly they target through the authentic fake emails and SMS and advertisements. The two hacking groups are behind this and they are close with Chinese government targeting India, Japan, Canada and Australia and Brazil. On the other side, India wants Pakistan on building a new dam in the POK on the Indus River. India claimed the building in the POK is illegal for Pakistan. Already most of the world and the Asian banks refuses to fund the project. Now China is funding to build it in a decade-long project to wind up. Pakistan signed a 442 billion rupees contract with China as a joint venture project. Pakistan commercial arms of military construction to build the dam. So what do you think of Indian Army put on high alert as well as the Chinese? China is refusing to move from the Ladakh region and the hacking into the Indian companies. What's your stand on the Pakistan building a new dam in the POK?
As India becomes the fastest growing country in the last 5 years. In Geneva, India's air connectivity has grown the fastest in the last 5 years and there is a strong strength and growth ahead in terms of domestic passenger numbers, though there are infrastructure challenges according to the global airlines body IATA, or the International Airport Transport Association. An analysis by the International Airport Transport Association, or the IATA, showed that the air connectivity grew the fastest in 114% in the 5-year period from 2013 to 18. Post your comments below, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and follow us on social networks and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.